Warm welcome to you, beautiful souls, and to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. As always, the card decks that I use are listed in the description box below. And thank you for all the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the comments. It means the world to me. So let us begin our angel message. Now, I felt like doing an angel message today because yesterday we spoke about the ancestors, and if you're interested, go check out that video because I feel it's complementary to this one, even though it's about divine masculine. Because even for the beautiful souls, and I see 55 on the battery, so changes incoming. I started this video at 11:44, so that doorway with the 11 opening up, I feel like, you know, many opportunities are incoming to you, and I feel your ancestors really have your back. There's a grandmother or a grandfather here, okay, frustration. You may feel that if you look at this, the energy of the past, you may feel as though something just doesn't fit. You don't see how something's going to work. It almost feels impossible to you. But the angels are saying, and your ancestors are saying, because I really feel like this is going to be an angel message highly connecting you to your ancestors, because there's a grandmother, a grandfather here that they are just saying they have your back and they aren't playing games. I feel like if you are looking for a twin flame connection, they are really working with the higher self of your person. I don't know if your grandmother or your grandfather actually physically knows this person. That is a possibility for someone out there, so the angels are saying to say it. But I really feel that that your grandmother or your grandfather, if they are still alive, they are working with your person or guiding your person to you, encourage your person to be with you, like your support system. They know how much you love this person. They understand how much this person loves you. But I'm really feeling, for many of you, this is an ancestor in spirit, and they are spiritually behind the scenes working with your person. And, you know, sometimes it just feels frustrating to you, beautiful soul, whatever may be going on in your life. Now that, because this is an angel message, not specifically dealing with twin flames. So that could be for those that resonate with the twin flame path, but also if you don't resonate with the twin flame path, if you're just here for the angel message, then whatever is going on, something feels very frustrating to you. You just do not see how something is going to fit, how something's going to work. And the angels are saying that is okay to feel like that. And feeling, calling upon Archangel Zadkiel is very beneficial. Archangel Zadkiel, the divine alchemist of the archangels, transmuting anything that you may be feeling or experiencing, and transmuting that in from like base energy into golden energy, energy of opportunity, purpose, power. I feel working with Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel just came to my mind, so the angels are saying say it. Archangel Uriel guiding you to take inspired action, to action that feels good, okay? The angels are saying nothing is impossible. Impossible means I'm possible. And Archangel Uriel is that divine golden light, the lamp unto your feet, guiding your way. Again, hunger. Okay, yeah. You feel... I feel like you will feel that zest for life. I spoke yesterday about joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. So that is like loving life with all that you have. A complete joy for life. Complete happiness, ebullience. The love and zest of life with every fiber of your being. So, you know, you're hungry for this new life. And I feel like your ancestors are saying, you know, yeah, there's like a big appetite for this life, but also like you feel a little bit like you've been starved or depleted. I feel for someone here, your energy is drained. Your ancestors see this. Okay, your ancestors do see this and how frustrating that is to you, because, you know, you crave this new beginning. You crave this new life. I feel like this is sacral chakra energy too with that orange, okay? And also solar plexus energy being cleared out. Determination. Okay, so the mountain in the background. Now the mountain too can mean challenges. You are surmounting challenges. The mountain too can also represent God. Okay, so like God, like the story with Moses, like God is on Mount Sinai. So this can represent you connecting with God Force energy, determination that your ancestors are saying, we are helping you, we are guiding you to continue to persevere, to make that climb. You are determined for life because you know deep in your core that this is your desire. And I really feel, thank you, angels, for confirming too with Archangel Uriel, bright golden energy with that bright gold in the solar plexus chakra, the seat of your will. I feel like, you know, your willpower is, you're tapping into your willpower at this time. Your willpower is being increased. And Archangel Uriel is slowly and steadily pointing out signs to you. So the angels are saying, pay attention to the things that you read, to the things that you experience in your physical life, in your digital life. Everything can be interpreted as a sign and a symbol if you choose to see it that way, because everything that you are experiencing in that present moment is a sign unto you. So the angels are saying, tune in, be present with yourself too. Take a moment to breathe and to sit with yourself and to ask yourself, what is it that I'm feeling? Because by addressing the feeling, by labeling the feeling, it's almost like how they say, if like you know the name of a demonic energy, then you have power over that energy. Same too, if you call out the name of the emotion or what you feel you're feeling, then you give it recognition, and then you can have power over it. The angels are saying, do not run from your feelings. Embrace all your feelings, even if they're negative. Negative feelings just point out where you are out of alignment. They're just indicators of where you're out of alignment. Think of them as a compass. Emotions are like a compass. They point you in the direction of your dreams. When you feel good, you're heading towards your dreams. When you feel negative, you're moving further away. So the angels are saying, sit with yourself. Ask yourself if I'm in alignment. We see a lot of circle energy here too. Okay, circle, like again, that fullness. Also cycles. Okay, I feel like something prominent may happen for you at the time of the full moon. I see a lot of circular energy. Again, I feel like your ancestors too are saying, don't keep trying to fit this prism. Don't keep trying to fit that into the circle, into like a cylinder. It doesn't have to fit. It doesn't have to work. It doesn't have to make sense. That your ancestors and your angels are saying, you know, all you must do is focus on this hunger for life and stay determined. Know exactly what it is that you desire, what you intend to do, what your intentions are, and then move in that direction. And it's okay to go as slow and steady, slowly but surely. And again, mountains do represent protection. So that is a sign to me that you are being protected again by God. The ancestors are looking out for you. Somebody's ancestor here is very bold. Okay, I feel like, yeah, you know, and it's frustrating too, because I feel like something is going on in your life that has caused you to feel very angry. I am picking up, you know, the ancestors do see that someone has deeply disrespected you, and I feel like that's frustrating you, because I feel like you've tried to communicate to this individual and to tell them, you know, to inform them in a polite manner, but in a firm manner about what they are doing and that that's wrong, and they just continue to persist in doing this. And yeah, it's very frustrating to you because you don't know how to exactly get it to stop. And I feel like your ancestors are here saying, clock out as much from that situation as possible. Stay determined. Know that you are protected. Keep calling upon the angels too. You can always ask Archangel Zuriel or Archangel Raguel for divine justice, and the divine will deliver divine justice. Now, the angels are saying to not overly focus on that, okay, because then you're still going to give that person attention. Remember, the best justice is when you rise, okay? So that too there is all about rising. You are the sun. Golden opportunities again incoming because you stay determined. It's okay to go slow and steady. It's okay to, you know, beautiful souls watching this, your ancestors showing you, it's okay to not have all the answers. Yeah, magic. Okay, so somebody's ancestor here, I'm really feeling like a grandma too here. Somebody is playful here. Somebody's got a trick up their sleeve, okay? And I feel like even, you know, the ancestors, they see what's going on, and they're like, we're a little bit angry for you. You know, just because somebody is working, you know, just because someone is spiritual, or even working with God, you know, it's like even God can get angry, right? Okay, but like God knows how to handle that energy and transmute it into positive power. It's like, you know, even the ancestors, they see some of what's going on, they get angry, but they know how to turn it into positive power and how to align that with the best interest of everyone involved. Remember, justice too is all about people learning their lessons, okay? It's not about revenge, it's not about punishment, it's about people learning their lessons. And you know, when you return something back to sender too, you're handing back the package of someone else's energy because it belongs to them, so it's not curse energy. You're just handing that back over, saying, you know what, I don't feel good about this package, you know, this isn't a gift I wish to accept. Here, return back to sender. Return all that negative energy back to sender, because this is what you need to contend with so that you can learn your lessons, so that you can grow and evolve. And how that happens is none of your business, none of my business. What is our business is to know what we choose to do. Okay? And the ancestors are saying, look at how all this divine convergence, okay, too, I see this as an I. So your ancestors are saying, we see you. Someone's grandma, I feel like someone's grandma too. Someone's grandma playful. Somebody here's playful. They've got a trick up their sleeve, and they're definitely doing everything. Again, with the I too, like, I see you. You are not alone. I see you. I see what you're going through. Like 11:47 on the timer. So if you break down 47 too, that could be 11:11. So again, these doorways, the gates of heaven opening up. And that's why the angels are saying too, and your ancestors are saying, pay close attention to what you are feeling, what you are thinking, especially what you're speaking. Because when you speak, and I'm going to take this at the top of this deck, you are casting spells. So the angels and your ancestors are reminding you, the words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells indeed. And I said this yesterday, you are either blessing everything or you are cursing everything. Or anytime you speak, you're blessing something or you're cursing something. Are you speaking what you intend to create? And of course, the best, and the angels are saying this, so your ancestors, the best defense is always when you change your own life. Okay, you change the way you speak, the way you eat, the way you do things. You know, if you've done something a ton of times, it's just not working, the angels are saying, you know, let that go. There is a new way. There's something else that needs to be done. You cannot continue to do the same things and expect different results, is what the angels are saying. I feel a lot of this too has to do with, you know, speaking, things you're saying. You know, are you creating more beauty in your life? Are you speaking into existence that which you choose to manifest? Because that is the magic, okay? And you are connecting heaven and earth. And it's all meeting in the middle. I feel like this too is like yin and yang, divine masculine, divine feminine. And then in the middle is that magic, that divine convergence. Personal journey. So you are on your own journey. This is your energy. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. And this is above anger, frustration. So I feel like, again, that energy of like, because it says this is your journey. Someone else, you know, they might have wanted you to make decisions that you didn't feel good with, that may have felt frustrating to you. You had boundaries disrespected. I just feel this energy of like control here. So the angels are saying, you know, do what you feels right. This is your journey. This is your time. You are rising. And keep speaking that into existence. Because every time you do, you turn that car around. You turn that car around the direction of your dreams. And every time you do, you break down the subconscious and fill it up with beautiful things. Now it says play. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. So you are being guided to do something that makes you feel as good as you can possibly feel. The angels are saying take some time for yourself. Watch a movie, play a video game for a little while, go walk in nature, journal, read a book, do some type of exercise that you really enjoy, engage in the hobby that you enjoy, or the work that you do. Try to shift. Someone here too may feel like they need to leave a job. I feel like your ancestors are encouraging you to do that if you feel safe, but to obviously take your time and take your steps, and as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I see again with that energy of play, it's like you're going to move from frustration and anger. You've got this hunger and something that needs to be satisfied, okay? Satisfying to your soul. I feel like, satisfaction to the soul. And you feel it. You feel that this is time for a change. The angels are saying stay determined, take all the steps that you can. Archangel Uriel and your ancestors are working together to guide you to take inspired action, one thing at a time. The angels are saying, live one day at a time, live one moment at a time. It is okay. Let the cares of tomorrow be washed away from your mind. When you speak into existence too, you are standing in your power. You are empowered. Your voice is a powerful tool. It's one of the most powerful tools with your mind that you possess. And when you start thinking and speaking that into existence, your tomorrow is going to be beautiful, beautiful soul. That's why that 1111 energy is there too, reminding us to pay very close attention, because you are manifesting. We have at the bottom of this deck, I see it flow. Yeah, taking things slowly. Slow and steady, breathe, connect with water in some way to remove any negative energies. Cold water is especially good for removing spiritual and negative energy, connecting with cold water. Tomorrow has not happened yet. Yes, this fell right out. Thank you. Your ancestors are saying indeed they have seen your pain. Oh yeah, deep, deep betrayal, backstabbing energy. You feel sometimes like you're left there for dead. And it angers you, frustrates you. I feel like you've had a lot of sleepless nights, shed a lot of tears, in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Beautiful soul, your ancestors have seen this. But I see someone's grandma laughing. I'm just going to straight up saying she's not laughing at your pain. She's almost like laughing because, she's like, these people think they can get away with this, but I've got the last laugh. Some of your ancestors, they're straight up angry for you. Okay, but this is almost like Dragon Ball Z type of anger. Like they're channeling that anger into positive purpose, and they're encouraging you to do the same, beautiful soul. That's why I was mentioned Archangel Zadkiel to begin with, because Archangel Zadkiel is going to transmute all of that anger into positive purpose. It's okay to be angry, beautiful souls, because anger is a sign that, you've been disrespected and that something isn't right. You can feel that it's not right in your spirit. Something is unjust. You know something is wrong, deeply wrong. And it is okay, to embrace that in full. And that's how we transmute it, as I said. So yeah, it feels like too, something happened too recently that just left you feeling very wounded. But the beauty of the Ten of Swords is that it's over, right? It's completely over. Something is completely over. There can be no more of that. On some Ten of Swords, you'll see in one of the cat tarot decks that I utilize, there is a gravestone there. So it's kind of like, you know, being put fully to rest. There can come no more of this. Or I really love that in Radley Valentine's Archangel Power Tarot cards with the Ten of Swords, because it's a woman performing ballet and she's taking a bow. She's taking a bow, and it's also, hold on a moment, beautiful souls. Okay. Took care of that for a moment. It's connected with Archangel Michael. It's a woman taking a bow, and it's saying that, you know, you've done the best you can. And it's like, take a bow, you know, you did your very best, and know that that is over and something new isn't coming. So we see that with the Two of Wands. Again, there's this divine plan. Your ancestors have a divine plan. You have a divine plan. It's right above the Hunger card. You know, you see the potential. You see the new life. So the angels are saying, you know, go slow. Continue to speak that into existence. You can also journal that into existence. You can write down affirmations. You can script. You can do 369 type of writing. You can look these things up on YouTube, or even Google them. But you can also do like the 555 method. But the more you connect with that energy, the more you stay in that energy, like you listen to music that connects with your manifestation. So if you're looking to manifest love, you would connect with love messages, romantic movies. You know, you speak into existence that you have your ideal partner. You know, or if you're looking to manifest money, you know, you connect with things that make you feel wealthy, rich, like, I have money. I have all the money I need. I am super rich and powerful. I am wealthy. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm a trillionaire. Whatever you want to say, right? You can get creative with it. But it's like, I have more than enough money for all I love. I'm connected with all I love. I resonate with being wealthy and rich and powerful. All these beautiful things, beautiful soul. So you're like moving in that direction, and I'm sort of seeing the owl there, like he has here, like they have sticks, and they're like stilts, because they're sticks, but excuse me, like it's obvious they're sticks, haha, but it's like stilts, yes, and like almost like a Nine of Wands type of energy as well, feeling a little bit like you're on your last legs too, feeling like there's nothing left to give. Again, with that hunger, because I did say that in the beginning, feeling a little depleted, you know, feeling hungry. And the angels are saying too, if you do feel hungry, like physically hungry, make sure to take some time for yourself, beautiful soul, to fill yourself up with nourishing foods, fruits and vegetables, foods with life. You know, take some space to, you know, to really eat. And it is okay to eat. I want to assure beautiful souls of that. It's okay to eat. It's not about how much you eat, because your body has a natural shut-off limit, especially if you're consuming. It's the fat. It's really the fat that kind of turns off the shut-off valve. So then, like, when you're eating really high-fat foods, you can just still stay hungry, because what the body really needs is the carbs, the sugars, because that's what the cells won't take. But anyway, you can go do a lot of research that with things like Dr. John McDougall, Dr. Clapper, Dr. Michael Clapper, Dr. Neil Barnard, Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Freely the Banana Girl is a great channel, talks about things like this. So I just thought I would throw that out for someone out there. But, you know, the angels are saying definitely, if you feel hungry at all, take some time to eat. Remember to nourish yourself, love yourself. So I'm feeling Archangel Jophiel here. Your ancestors encourage you to eat. But I feel like, again, it's very metaphorical and spiritual as well. So it feels a little bit like with those stilts, like a wounded type of where you keep walking, like that Nine of Wands energy as well. But the angels are saying, just keep going. I'm hearing the In Excess song, Just Keep Walking. So yeah, Four of Cups, okay. The the angels, your ancestors are saying, you know, pay attention. Again, there's a beautiful opportunity. Again, this is the energy of don't get distracted. Okay, don't get distracted with this low vibe energy and kind of feeling like with the Four of Cups, this is the feeling of boredom. This is the feeling of lethargy, not being motivated, being distracted by things that don't serve you. So the angels are saying, make every moment count. Your ancestors are encouraging you to, again, stay focused on what you wish to manifest and speak that. Because if you continue to pay attention to these things that you don't resonate with, you're going to move backwards, not forwards. So there are golden opportunities. There are a lot of things you can be grateful for, and gratitude is a beautiful way to shift the energy. Yeah, again, we have the Five of Wands here with frustration. So yeah, it feels like conflict and chaos. And yeah, I feel like something is trying to throw you off your A game. Okay, trying to throw you off the path, distract you. Because this energy does not wish to see you rise. You know, they thought that you're permanently down and not going to get back up, but you're getting back up no matter the situation, no matter how exhausted you are. You know, you're taking the time to rest. Of course, the angels are saying take the time to rest. You don't have to go quick. You don't have to push yourself, but your ancestors are guiding you, giving you the strength and purpose to keep going. But I love that as well. In the Archangel Power Tarot cards, Radley Valentine's cards, we see someone who is trying to fit a piece into the puzzle. We see Archangel Gabriel in the background guiding this individual to make the best possible choice. And I see that along with Archangel Uriel, again, guiding you to make the best possible choice. But you will be able to resolve this situation with peace and with clarity. That is what your ancestors, the angels, are saying. And yeah, it's kind of an energy where it feels like a lot of people, everybody feels like they're right. Okay? But again, with personal journey here, no matter all these opposing viewpoints or whatever this energy is that's trying to go up against you, this is your journey. And you are the one that knows best at the end of the day what is most appropriate for you. You are that high priestess within the tarot. And your guides and your guardians, they connect with you. They connect with your higher self so that you are clear with what you feel is best for you. And again, I do feel like, again, because that magic card, I feel like the angels are saying one more card. I'm going to pull it from the Mindful Messages. Ooh. Up and out. Okay, to heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up to come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. And I said that. Yes. Pay attention to what you're feeling, because it is a beautiful thing to cry. Beautiful soul. It is a superpower. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you that crying makes you look like a baby, that it makes you look weak. No, that is so far from the truth. If anything, that is weak when we don't. The people that don't cry are the weak ones, okay? They are not allowing their feelings. They're not even being real with themselves, okay? I don't care if you're in public, you know, or if we were, you know, because I was even in martial arts. I took Taekwondo some years back in 2011 and 12, and I respect my master and everything like that. Don't get me wrong there, but you know, just because you respect someone doesn't mean that you can have, again, your own point of view disagreements. He's there telling the young boy, you know, don't cry here. You know, you don't do that. You don't cry. And that's so common in society, especially to tell boys and men that. And it's not healthy. It's like, no, cry. If you really feel like crying in that moment, cry. It's like, why should we feel ashamed to show people our tears? Why should we hide these negative emotions? We don't take them out on others. Absolutely not. And I've had that experience where people take out their negative emotions on, I've seen that happen to others and myself. So, you know, we don't take that out on other people, but we don't need to hide it. We don't need to pretend and put on a mask and, you know, act like we're okay when we're not. It's like, because, you know, when you cry, you release physical toxins, but you also release spiritual toxins, and it's a release so that you don't stagnate your energy. You know, and this society is based around, you know, not being real. And we're in the Aquarius season. Aquarius is all about being authentic and being real. So the angels are encouraging you to be real, to be honest with yourself. There is no shame and no crime in crying, even if you do it in front of others. Who cares what they think? Who cares if they think you're weak? They're the weak ones. If they choose to hold back and they choose not to cry, or they're ashamed to cry in front of other people, let them do them. I can understand if you just feel like, well, you know, I'm just really not comfortable in front of these people. I don't want to do it. That's fine too. I get that, because I get like that too. But at the same time, you know, the angels are encouraging you, you know, to be real. And, you know, honestly, you know, I've had to learn that on my journey a lot, you know. Because to cry is to clear, and then once you're clear, right, then you have clarity. Yeah, they teach people to cry bottled up inside, and then when you bottle it up inside, I see the bigger picture here too. You get angry and frustrated. You get angry because, you know, it's a disservice and a disrespect to self. It's a disservice and a disrespect to God, Goddess. God gave us the ability to do these things so that we can purge. So beautiful to say. Yeah, wow. Okay, so this came out. Yeah, release. Okay, so today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome the shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Indeed, so the angels are encouraging you to release. The ancestors are encouraging you to release. And you are releasing things too from the ancestral timelines. Okay, you are the generational curse breaker. If you are here, of course, take what resonates, but I strongly feel you are the generational curse breaker for your ancestral line. And that has been a very heavy burden at times, yes. You know, because you've broken those curses. And I feel like there's some people that are there like, how are you still standing? How are you still going? How are you still here? Because you're a chosen one. Because you have a zest, again, that joie de vivre. You have that fullness, that richness, that love of life. Passion for life. And there's an ancestor here that is like, they're a little bit of like a positive, how should I say this? They've got like a little bit of like, I'm seeing fox energy. They're clever, they're witty, they're astute. Because foxes can represent all that. A little bit like a positive trickster energy. Like they got, somebody here has a trick up their sleeve. And I feel like this is really part of the divine justice as well for you, for what the ancestors have seen. Okay, so I feel like somebody here is saying, we are walking this journey with you and you're not alone. All right, yeah, and I'll take this too. You're clearing the subconscious mind and inspiration board. So again, you can do it. Focus on that which you love. Make an inspiration board if you feel called to do so. If I'm ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. And this says, I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that I do. And, you know, you don't have to necessarily focus on clearing out blocks or anything like that. Just focus on what you do love. And along the way, you'll realize what may have been standing in your way. But as you align with more of that, it just naturally breaks down that which stood in your way. All right. So, again, an ancestor here is definitely saying, look, this woo-woo, like, pay attention. This energy is trying to distract you, right? This Five of Swords conflict, chaotic energy is trying to distract you. Might feel like it's trying to bring you down, but stay determined because we are with you. There's magic up my sleeve. And look, I've got this opportunity here for you. And I am definitely, if you resonate with the twin flame path, connecting with your person. That is what your ancestor is saying. I'm definitely connecting with your person. And I've got a super trick up my sleeve that is going to, it will be clear to you when that happens. And I'm smiling because it's almost like God and your ancestors having the last laugh, like your higher self having the last laugh. You will have the last laugh. I feel like the angels are saying too, if you can focus on something funny when you feel called to do so, not when you feel like this, focus on that, let that pass through, and ask Archangel Zadkiel to help you transmute that into positive power. But when you feel clear and ready, if you feel called to do so, of course, a little comedy, because laughter is such good medicine for the soul, may be beneficial to you. Okay, so thank you for being here. I love you all. The angels love you and cherish you. I love you and cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.